A glass half empty or half full? A children's book for grown-ups by Dan Shuck. You've heard the question before. Some form of it exists in every language across the globe, and its origins are as ancient as the human spirit. Is your glass half empty or half full? It's supposed to mean, are you a pessimist, a sourpuss, a worrywart, gloomy, a killjoy, a cynic, a wet blanket, a misanthrope, the prophet of doom? Or an optimist, a positive thinker, cheerful, enthusiastic, hopeful, confident, happy? It's also supposed to mean, are you a realist, down to earth, logical, pragmatic, prepared, insured, efficient, practical, well-adjusted? Or an idealist, a dreamer, sanguine, unrealistic, confused, a Pollyanna, delusional? But there are more important lessons that we can learn from the question. If your glass is your career, faith, love life, sex life, self-esteem, religion, health, happiness, appreciation, curiosity, friendships, family balance, fun bucket, or basically your life, then we all know our glass is rarely, truly, exactly half empty or half full. Too little is clearly not good, but too much can create different kinds of challenges. Of course, what you put into your glass matters a lot. Some of it we choose to pour into our glass. Hobbies, community involvement, music, school participation, exercise, extracurricular activities, sports, reading, pets, church, entertainment, gag gifts, ice cream, meditation, fine wine, binge watching, being productive on the internet, shopping. Some of it we do not choose, but it gets poured into our glass anyway. Disease, the neighbor's music, addiction, exhaustion, bullying, poverty, income tax, bug bites, injuries, boredom, phobias, dirty diapers, disabilities, grief, arrest records, teenagers with driver's licenses, subway smells, nagging. The part we don't choose ourselves often comes from others. And so we have to do our best to influence what others put into our glass. Whatever the mix, we each have to drink from our own glass. Whatever the mix, it's always changing. What is in the glass is never exactly the same from day to day. Some guard what's in their glasses unnecessarily, and some drink from their glass faster than they can refill it. Although we don't get complete control over everything that gets put into our glass, we do control what we put into each other's glasses. Filling each other's glasses is part of how we replenish our own glass. Think about it as investing in another's glass. The most powerful investments we can make are love and hatred. When we put these into another's glass, they pay back large dividends. Hint: choose love. You don't want hatred dividends paying out to your glass. Most of us have cracks in our glass, and there is some threat that we may lose some of what we have. This is called risk, danger, a gamble, personal exposure, uncertainty, the unforeseen, peril, a liability, debt, what's lurking around the corner, obligation, being an adult. You can't avoid it. Everyone has risk, and ignoring your risk can lead to a very empty glass. A very full glass has a lot more risk. Ever spill from a very full glass? How about from a half-empty, half-full glass? And it's not fair that some have more risk than others. Life and glasses are fragile and unique. No two are alike. But if you become consumed with managing your risk, you might miss out on enjoying a drink from your glass. And what's the point of that? Remember, whether you put it there or someone else puts it there, your glass is always being refilled. And what about this space above the waterline in your glass? What is that called? This is called opportunity, hope, potential, your big shot, scope, being open to change, prayer, faith, a first date, time and space, the trust of your friends and family, the winning numbers. Opportunity is the space we need to replenish our glass. It might even be misleading to call that space empty. It's really more like filled with opportunity. It is so important to have opportunity in your glass that sometimes you have to make space for it. This can be anything from getting rid of excess baggage to making sacrifices, and usually some of both. But let's be real, too much opportunity is an empty glass. Living in denial and false hope is just as bad as ignoring your risks. We each have to use our own judgment about finding a balance between appreciating the opportunity in our glass and appreciating that which we already have in our glass. Appreciate your opportunity. Influence what gets poured into your glass. Manage your risk. Invest in others' glasses. Drink, refill, repeat. Are you dizzy yet? It's life, and it's complicated. But if you start to feel seasick, try keeping your focus on the horizon. If you'll just stay focused on the balance in your glass, you'll be just fine. So, do you know the answer to the question now? Is your glass half empty or half full? Neither. Both? Yes. No. Ask me again tomorrow. Maybe? Why, thank you for asking.